Good morning to everybody, and welcome to this third day of the conference INVALSI Data, a tool for teaching and research. We are now at the session concerning INVALSI data and student characteristics, and the first paper that we will have today is a paper by Patrizia Falzetti and Andrea Bendinelli, who will actually be our speaker from INVALSI, and the paper is the INVALSI tests from pen and paper to computer who benefited. Andrea, the floor is yours.
Thank you. You hear me? Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm Andrea Bendinelli. I work in statistical service of INVALSI. Okay. Patrizia Falzetti and me made this work about the difference from paper pencil to the computer-based testing, and just to try to answer a question, who has benefit about this? This framework is investigate the difference performance in transition from paper pencil to computer-based in grade 8 test, and just to check which population is in the performance took a difference in performance. Yeah. We use the data of grade 8, how I said before, in 2 years, 2 surveys before the CBT administration. So in survey 2016 and in survey 2017, and 2 years following the CBT administrations, so the 2018 and 2019. You can see the dataset structure. I put the dataset under to the next. So the first 2 years and the next 2 years is from CBT equal to 0 and the CBT equal to 1. Just to understand that I harmonize the independent variable, so standardize the score in each year of survey. So in each year, the mean of the score is equal to 0, and other variable is the same in each data set. Just to understand, the number of the students in each cohort is around 500,000 in each year, but we put data cleaning, so just to drop out the observation with just missing values in some characteristics. And in the end, we have just 400,000 students per year. You can see that in the first 2 administration, 2006, 2017, and then CBT administration, the same quite. So the number of students is quite similar. About the difference from the 2 groups, these similar respect observation characteristics by gender, origin, regularity at school, ESCS index, and previous score. And this quantitative variable is standardized in each year to be compared among the surveys. What about propensity score cheating? We can see that in the southern regions of the country is very high. So especially in the south of Ireland, we can see almost 10%. But if we see the last tables, the last percentile, 95th, is very, very high, like 22% of cheating score is too much. So this plot compared the administration before the CBT assessment we can see the black lines is paper and pencil. And this is a big gap between region. In each surveys, we can see that the average is quite similar, around 0 before CBT assessment. And then after the CBT administration, varies a lot. Like the northern region is very high than southern region, like 0.10 out before the deduction of cheating. If we deduction for cheating, the survey is quite similar each other, but in some region of the south is still the difference came. So the seating procedure wasn't so accurate to look out completely this phenomenon, even in the southern region. Maybe for aggregating for geographical area, the gap appear more clear. So, but in the southern region, it still remains. Yes. So this plot is a difference between simple score and population score. In paper and pencil administration, the red lines is the population score, the green lines is the simple score, and the gray lines is the population score, but with correction for cheating, so deduction for cheating. And we can see that sometimes the lines don't fit together, especially in the southern area, where the interval of confidence is outside the population. But when we start with CBT administration, we can see that the lines fit together. So it's very impressive, this difference before and then and after the CBT administration among the region and geographical area. After this descriptive analysis, we put into the model some variables. We made a regression analysis, linear regression analysis, and the outcome variable was the standardized score. And independent variables, we put into the model the difference from the groups. So to take into account this difference, we put into the model the characteristics of the students. And we want to check the effect to the CBT in the administration, so to the survey. The result is quite similar from the plot that we saw before. So the CBT administration is positive effect to the standardized test for the north area and the negative effect to the southern area. But in general, we can see that the effect is close to 0. But it's very impressive that the difference is very high in among the region, especially in math test, where the difference is more 0.20 from north area than south area. So the distance from the average, because we use the standardized score, so we don't tell about the growing up to the score among the year, but just the difference from the average. So before the CBT administration, we can see the paper and pencil administration, the difference among the area was not so high, but when we introduce the different administration, the distance from the average among the region improve. Especially in mathematics, the difference is very high, in particular from some region of the south like Calabria and Sicilia, before and then the average. What we can say, we started from a question. We told that the paper and pencil to the computer was benefit, and we finish with another question. 2 points. Is the cheating the real explication of difference we detected between the 2 different administrations? If the answer will be yes, all benefit was the honesty, but if the answer will be no, we could say that the difference would be imputable to the different object of the test. So before the Decreto Legislativo 62, the exam, the INVALSI test was inside the exam of the secondary school, and after was is a request for the access to the exam. So maybe the difference of the subject is a key from this answer. But we don't say that improved the northern student performance, the CBT, nor didn't towards the southern student performance. Just the CBT increased the distance from the average that we standardized to 0. So thank you. If you have some question, any question, or later.
Thank you, Andrea.